Hello and welcome everybody to Crypto Rosetta. My name is Savage and today we're going to be having a look at Bitcoin. So we've had this nice move up here and we were talking about, a couple of things here yesterday. So I am still not convinced by this. I am still worried that, this whole move potentially could still be a flat move, a flat correction here where we actually still need one more leg to the downside. We're going to go over that. But by all means, it is possible, that we could actually have this as a 1-2 and we could actually be starting to progress up here for this higher target area towards this 35 192. There are a lot of things that have to happen before we can confirm that. So we're going to discuss that within the video. It is also possible, and I mean, we've discussed this a few times within the videos, that we could actually have a local top here. And this could actually be the end of a 5-wave sequence up into these highs. And what we could be looking for is a deeper retracement, potentially looking to come back down and target out some of these zones down here towards this 23,580 to this 21,182. So this is also viable. We talked about in previous videos that this could actually be the fifth wave of a bigger 5-wave move, basically where we have a fourth wave here, sorry, a third wave here rather, a fourth wave down here, and then this is a fifth. So these are all still possibilities. We need to see these moves prove themselves, and basically if this is a 1 and a 2 here, what we'd want to see is basically to see this start to play out to the upside. But like I said, I'm not convinced yet that this is completed. Just by the way the structure is looking, we can potentially counter W, X, and Y into here, and then it could be completed. But I am just being a bit skeptical about this move to the upside. I'm not trusting it quite yet. Okay, so one thing I want to talk about here is the possibility of this still being a flat correction here. We were talking about this yesterday, talking about the possibility we could see a push up to some of these key zones here. So we actually came up right onto this 29,178. So for the most part, if this is a flat correction in here, the thing is the internal subwave counting here would actually indicate we have one more push to the upside. So we're going to have to see how that plays out. But if this did complete here, so the way that I'm currently looking at this move is basically within here that we've got some additional ones and twos where basically this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 into the high, and we've got another 1, 2 and another 1, 2 here. It is, however, possible looking at this internal structure here, we can argue that this is a 1, A flat for a B, and then a C, well, W, X, and a Y rather, into these lows. In which case, this 5-wave move would not be counted, in which case we would only have one more push to the upside. So that's something we need to just bear in mind. If we do manage to hold the fourth wave support that we're going to go over in a second, potentially we could have one more push up. So I'm going to just discuss this potential to actually move down here because we do have a 5-wave move here. So basically what I'm looking out for, so this isn't confirmed. What I'm looking out for here is to see whether we get further rejection in this red box area here. We manage to stay above this 28,946. If we do, potentially we could actually be setting up for a deeper move where this becomes a 1, 2. We get a third wave move down towards this zone here of this 27,052. And basically we get a fourth wave and an additional fifth wave down here. So this is something that, we need to just keep an eye on. It is possible. It is also possible that this could be completed here, and maybe I'm counting it wrong. It could be a flat. I very much doubt it's a flat here, but these are the sorts of things we have to keep an eye on. It is possible, like I said, we could actually start to break down, but I'm going to go over that bullish count in a second as well, where we've got another high here. So what we're looking for here is that potential to actually move down towards this 27 and 52. Invalidation would come by breaking this high point up here, and that would actually be at this area of this 29,184. And if we do move back above that, basically it would invalidate this as a potential 5-wave move down. But for as long as we remain below there and below this 28,946, we need to be cautious of a 5-wave move developing here. It is possible that this could actually just play out as a 3-wave move, A, B, C, and that would actually fall back into our count. So we're going to go over that in a second. But if we do move down to this 27,052 area, what I would be looking out for would be further rejection here towards this zone of this 27,899 to this 27,447. If we do move down in this manner, if as long as we stay below this 50% mark, I would still be looking out for an additional fifth wave to the downside here, looking to potentially come down towards this 26,898 to this 26,656 region. So this is basically looking to actually bring us into this box zone of this as an expanding flat. And this is somewhere that I'm going to be keeping an eye on. If we do break down into this area, some key zones that we might find a reversal here would be towards this 26,925. We can see that would be coming into these bottoms here. Slightly lower down would be a retest of these lows, and then this 26,264 would actually be coming back into the zone of this high over here, and potentially some of these lower lows over here. So I'm going to be keeping an eye on this. If we do move down in this way, where this is an A, B, and a C, what we're going to have to see is how this reacts to the upside from this point. If we just get a three-wave move up, it could indicate that we have a bigger correction in play here, where this becomes A, this becomes B, and then we're going to get a deeper C wave to the downside, which could actually look to bring us down towards this 25,211, which I think is going to be an important level if we are looking for continuation, basically coming back into some of these highs here and finding support above this area. If we start to break down below that, basically, we need to be a little bit cautious, and we could be then heading down towards the zone of some of these lower key support areas. This 23,604 to this 21,204 would be the next sort of support zone that I'm looking at within this. So this is the thing, we need to be a little bit cautious within here. It is possible that within this, we start to break down in a bigger way here. So we're gonna have to just keep an eye on this five-wave move if it plays out. If we get a five-wave move here, get a three-wave move back up, it could potentially be setting us up for a deeper move here as a bigger five-wave structure. It wouldn't be my primary expectation because as long as we hold this zone of this 26,046 to this 24,794, potentially we could still see an additional leg up here. But yeah, once we start to lose 24,794, that starts to become less likely. Okay. So now the bullish way we were looking at this yesterday was looking at the potential that, maybe this is just a WX and Y, and we've actually completed into here. This is a wave too low, and we're looking for that potential to break to the upside. So the thing is, what I want to see here is this move progress a little bit more to just to neaten the count out. What I'm looking for currently is the fact that, we could get another fifth wave to the upside here. So ideally looking at the count here, like I said, potentially we could argue that this five-wave move here isn't in play, over here. And we could say that this is just a bigger corrective structure here, where this is basically one WXY for two, and then we're looking for a simple move as a wave four. So this basically comes into the idea. We came up just a little bit past our box area that we were looking for. So basically I can remove this now. What I'm looking for now is the possibility to actually find support here for a fourth wave again. So I'm just going to move this, and I'm going to put this into that low. So this is now our target area for this. And basically what I want to see here is whether we actually see another five-wave move down. If we do get a move down and we maintain this zone of this 27,939, basically what I'd be looking for is an additional fifth wave here, where this becomes another move here as a zigzag and then a fifth wave up. Like I said, we need to be a little bit cautious with how we count this beginning here. It is possible that, this is not another 1-2 here, and this is rather part of the correction. So we're going to have to just see how this works. However, if this is a five-wave move up here, I would still be expecting at least one more push to the upside. So this is going to be that key level to hold, this 27,939. And then basically from there, I'd be looking for a move to the upside. So typically speaking, if we're going to get a zigzag, they typically come down towards this 50% area, which would be this 27,939. So I'm going to keep an eye on this. This would actually be coming back and retesting, this zone of support. So that does have a bit of confidence there. We'll have to see how it exactly plays out. 1-to-1 off of the current structure would be lower down towards the zone of this 27,698, which would actually be a retest of the lows here. It would still be viable if we come down there. This only really invalidates by coming down below this zone of this 27,222. So this is what we're going to have to keep an eye on here. If this plays out as another leg to the downside as a fourth wave, what I would be looking for then is potentially a move up towards this zone here. Of this 29,971 to this 29,478 region. So this is still possible. We could still see another leg up here. I wouldn't want to see this get too big though. I'd want to just see this basically go, A, B, and C down, and then they basically look for this fifth wave to the upside, especially if it's being paired up with this move here. So basically, we want to see this move away from here, come down here, move back up for this fifth wave, and then I'll be looking out for that possibility of an additional fifth wave here. So the target area for this has changed now, so I need to just adjust this. If we do move up into this higher range here, this 29,666, be keeping an eye again on this 50% level, this 382, which could actually be here towards this 28,463, and there's this lower range, this 28,104. If we do get a move down into these zones, basically, once again, same thing. We're looking for that possibility of a fifth wave here, and that could actually look to bring us up towards this 30,000 area. So this is something we're going to have to just keep an eye on. Like I said, these moves are still viable here, but ideally I'd want to see another fourth and a fifth. Otherwise, this move could be arguably just a three-wave move to the upside because we don't have good structure here currently. You can't really argue that this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It just doesn't have enough structure within here because then this would have to be a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, it doesn't really work. Looking at it in that manner. So this is what I'm looking for at the minute. It's my best interpretation, and I'm looking forward to see whether we actually see, additional fourth wave here, fifth wave, additional fourth and fifth. And then what we'd want to see is basically the key point after this is if we do form a structure like this and we do move up towards this 30K area, what we want to see is if this is going to continue, we'd want to see a move back down and find support in this yellow box area here of this 28,333 to this 27,274. So, this is going to be key is holding these lower ranges. Currently, the zone is, just need to adjust this one. Currently, the zone is this 27K region. If we start to break down below that 27K, it starts to become less likely that we're actually going to see, continuation to the upside here. And then it's going to probably mean that we are looking to actually break down in that five-wave move and possibly come back down towards the support box, looking for this bigger flat correction. This will be the zone, this will be the higher zone. I mean, I've only got the 50% on here. If I put this 382 and see that also gives us additional confidence to the bottom of this area if this is a flat correction. So we're going to have to just monitor it. Unfortunately, there's a few ways of looking at this, so we're going to have to just let the market show us which option is correct. But we have actually moved up, high enough in this box that this could actually be the high. However, one more push up towards this zone here of this 29,511 to this 30,000 area would not surprise me. As a flat correction, that would be a perfectly viable target. That's why, if we get a three-wave move down here, we get a five-wave move up, potentially get another three-wave move back down, and then one more five-wave move up, something like this. That would actually fit into the count even if we just get a single three-wave move down and then a five-wave move up into this zone, that would also suffice to potentially complete it. Like I said, if we count this 1, 2, this becomes 3, 4, and then 5. And then we actually look for that move to the downside from that point. So those are the areas that I'm going to be watching. I hope you found the video useful. If you did, please smash the like button, hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. Turn on those bell notifications so you never miss a video and leave us some feedback down below. Also in the description, you'll find a link to the Discord. Come check it out. It's free to join. We've been smashing it with the trades recently. So, come and have a look. The trader tier really is. It's something else at this point. We've got such a good win rate. Okay, so I'm going to leave the video there. Everyone, have a great day. We'll see you in the next one. Take care.